everyone. I'm Named Halim, a student of KU. The student's number is KU 0120692024. The student number is SED-0351-May-2024. I'm here to talk about the correlation. And by definition, we say that correlation is a study of two or more variables. Like I've written it down. Here I'm going to specifically look at rank correlation. Rank correlation, what I mean by that? It is the approach used to determine the relationship between two variables. So we are going to understand this majorly in examples that I'm going to work out with you. The example, the first one is the table below shows the marks obtained by 60 students in a math and physics test. And the table is given here. We have math and physics. Math, we have the marks. The first one is having 70, 85, 70, 90, 92, 88. Physics, we have 80, 75, 65, 90, 95, and 98. So the question is, use the above data to find the rank correlation coefficient. So, in my solution, here we have two formulas that you can use to work out this number. We have the Kendall's approach and the Spearman's approach. So I'm going to use the Spearman's, whose formula is given as Spearman equals, it is 1 minus 6 times the summation of d squared out of n into n squared minus 1. The d is the difference between the two rank correlations, that is math and physics. Then n is the total number of the students in the class, and that is 6. So I'm going to, before I draw my table here, because these ones are supposed to be put in a tabular form, so I'm going to first let M represent math, and also I will let P represent physics. The marks is scored in physics. So I'm going to represent the marks in a vertical form as done here. We have M, which is for math, and also physics, which is P. The first one in math had 70, this is a 70, 85, 70, 90, 92, 88. That was for mathematics. The first one in physics had 80, 75, 65, 90, 95, and lastly 98. So I'm going to rank these ones. The next step is to rank, but I'm going to start ranking. I'm going to rank starting the highest to the lowest. Let me first rank M, the math scores. Rank of M. I'm going to rank starting from the biggest, and if I look into the table, the biggest score is 92, and that is going to be our number one. The second score the highest is 90, and that is our number 2. The third one is 88, that is number 3. The fourth one is 85, that is number 4. Then the fifth one, we have 70 and 70. This one is going to be this one is supposed to be the fifth, but there are 2. What am I supposed to do here? I have to get their values, their places, which is what I can say. Here is the fifth one, this is the 6th one. So I'm going to get 5. This position is 5, and the 6th one. Then I add them. I divide them by 2. It is going to be 11 out of 2, giving us a 5.5. Meaning that here I'm going to have 5.5, and also here 5.5. 5.5, and also 5.5. I think we are getting that. So I'm going to rank physics also. I'm continuing with my table. I'm ranking now physics. Rank of P. Still I'm going to use the same format of ranking, starting in the biggest value. So the biggest is, this one is 8, this is the 98, and it is our biggest one. That is 1, the first one. The second one is 95, that is 2, the second one. The third one is 93. The fourth one is 84. Then you have the 50th one, and lastly you have 65. That is the 6th one. So after here, I'm getting the D, because it is in the formula of Spearman's correlation. So how am I going to get the value of D? D, we include its formula in the table also. It's going to be rank of math. We subtract those ones of physics to get the value of D. So when I get the rank of math, and here for the first one it is 5.5 minus that one of physics. Here I'm getting 1.5. 5.5 minus 4, that is 1.5. Here I have 4 minus 5, and there I'm going to get a negative 1. 5.5 minus 6 is going to be a negative 1.5. Here I have 2 minus 3, and here I'm going to get a negative 1. It is 1 minus 2. It's going to be also a negative 1. And lastly, I have 3 minus 1, and that is a 2. So what I want, remember my formula of rank correlation, Spearman's, I have 1 minus 6 times that. I'm going to calculate. After getting the D, I have to go back to continue and find that this squared just by squaring these ones, because in our formula of Spearman's, it is D squared, not just D. So I'm going to square this one. When I square 1.5, I get 2.25 from my calculator. 2.25. When I square negative 1, I get 1. This one is also 2.25. This one is 1. When I square 2, I get 4. So I'm going to get their summation here. Summation of D squared. And that one is going to be from my calculator here. When I get their summation, I get 11.5. After drawing my table like this, I continue because they asked for the rank correlation. So I'm going to go straight and I just substitute into my formula, which is 1 minus 6 times the summation of this squared out of n into n squared minus 1. So Spearman's is 1 minus 6 times the summation of this squared, which is 11.5, out of n, which was the total number of learners, and they were 6 in a class. 6 into 6 squared minus 1. So Spearman's is 1 minus, when I multiply this from my calculator, I get 69. It's going to be 69 out of 6 into 36 minus 1. So I continue. Spearman's is 1 out of 69 out of 6 times, when I get 36 minus 1, I get 35. So Spearman's is 1 minus 69 out of 6 times 6, 5. From my calculator, I get 210. Spearman's is 1. It is going to be 1 minus 69 divided by 210. From my calculator, I get 0.3. It's going to be 0.3287. 5 degrees. So it is 1. Spearman's is equal to, when I get 1 and I subtract the answer from it, 1 minus 0.32857 is equal to 0.67143. Therefore, I can now conclude that the Spearman's correlation coefficient is the rank correlation coefficient, the rank correlation coefficient is 0.6714 for dps. Can truncate to any number of dps. I can say 0.671 when I've truncated, or when I've truncated, or 0.667 still to 2 dps. Yeah. Next time we shall look at the of commenting. So thank you for listening. I remain as Namaje Halima, student of Kenya.